What's going on, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P back again for another video. Now today we will be discussing something that's a little different than we normally discuss. We're going to be talking about the full alleged reason that DDG and Halle Bailey really split. Now, throughout the media and the fans and all the guessing and everything, it's time to get to the meat and potatoes of this, man. We've been bouncing around this bush for too long. It's time to get to the meat and potatoes of this whole situation. Allegedly. So we all know that DDG did finally come out and say that, he's leaving Halle Bailey, or they're still family. He still got love for her, but they're no longer going to be together. And as everybody is, alluded to, that Halle Bailey is suffering from postpartum depression, and she is not herself at the current moment. She's not as the bubbly type, the super overly angelic, kind, sweethearted woman that she once was because of postpartum. She's spazzing out, popping in on live streams, talking about I did not give my baby daddy permission to bring my child. I'm the child's protector. All that blah, blah, blah that she popped up on Kai Cenat stuff while he was streaming and said to the world on her Twitter, which went crazy. But that's not the full reason that DDG left. That's just typical baby mama drama type stuff. You know what I mean? For a guy, he hears that. That's just typical. But that was only the tip of the iceberg, allegedly. I'm going to play a clip from Winter's podcast, Behind the Likes. And I think that by him saying what he's saying on here, it kind of gives you a more of a insight onto why he really left. Because of the nature of who he really is. He felt that he was kind of being hindered and not able to really spread his wings and be who he is. He had to kind of dumb down his nature, because DDG loves to be outside. He's a public figure and he likes to be amongst the people. So I'm gonna play this clip of this from the podcast, from Winter's podcast, Beyond the Likes, and yeah.
But so obviously we did the YouTube video, but I feel like, did you take a long break from YouTube?
Yeah, I did.
Like when?
I was a good 2 months, but I was live streaming and shit still though.
Oh, 2 months isn't that long though.
2 months.
That's long for me though.
Really?
I upload every day.
You can't really take a break because that's like a source of income.
I can't take a break even if I wanted to.
What do you mean?
I'm happy when I'm working.
Right. So you feel chilling. Depressed?
Yeah, I don't like chilling. I feel like when I'm chilling, somebody is surpassing me. That's how my brain works.
So that's what I'm saying, folks. Right there, he's saying that he hates taking breaks. He hates chilling. And, so the whole thing about him being a stay-at-home dad, it started out kind of as a laughable moment for him. He was like, I'm a stay-at-home dad. Hallie's out shooting movies, doing her studio sessions and this and that. And here DDG's home with Halo. And that just wasn't him. That's not who he wanted to be. He's a person that loves to be in the public's eye. He likes to be outside. He likes to be, whether it's the club, whether it's running around collecting little bags from here and there from people that want him to pop up and pop up at these certain events. That's who he really is, and he felt like he couldn't do that as long as Halle was in his world in that way, as far as relationship. Because like he said, I think he stated this one time also that, he might be chilling and then Halle's like, I'm hungry, let's go out and eat. And he's like, man, he just wanted to kind of lay and relax today. But now he's got to get up because, hey, she's hungry. You know what I mean? And he can Uber stuff, but she wants to go to a restaurant. So now he's got to, get up, get dressed or whatever and take her to a restaurant and this and that. And he felt like he couldn't be himself. He couldn't vlog when he wanted to. He couldn't, He felt like he wasn't working. He felt like he was just kind of being a stay-at-home stay-at-home dad, and that just wasn't him. Now he does. Don't get it twisted. Now he does love his son Halo to the moon and back, but that's not the end-all be-all for him. Far as what he wants his life, which trajectory he wants his life to be headed in. It is what it is. So ultimately, when it came to the decision to split from Halle Bailey, it sounds easy for him because he was like, you know what? I see what my brother does going through with Brittany and their relationship. He's like, I don't want that to be me. You know what I mean? And the longer he stayed, the longer it's like quicksand. The longer you stay in it, the worse things gonna get. I don't know what was the straw that broke the camel's back where he was able to be like, man, you know what? Just come out to the world. Hey, listen, me and Halle, we not together. Still got love for her. So if you start seeing me around other females and stuff like that, hey, that ain't got nothing to do with her. That ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is me. I'm outside because me and her are no longer together. I'm single. And everybody knows DDG is single. He's making it well known that he's single. So if he runs into like the Winters and these women out here in the world, in the industry, it's all good. If y'all want to do something, it's all good. Like, hey, I'm not cheating on Halle. We're no longer together. He made that's really why he put the stamp on it, so he can get back to being him. And it was only a matter of time because they used to say that allegedly, like, DDG was out in Miami, he's chilling. Some woman came up asking to take a picture with him. He had to tell them no. Now, if you know DDG, if you know anything about the man, he never turns down a fan to take a picture. And for him to have to do stuff like that was like really, really messing with him because that's not him. That's not who he is. And he kind of felt like he was, abandoning his fans. Like, these are the people that made him who he is today. And he had to tell them, no, I can't do that because of a person might, see that photo and the chick might be a very pretty woman and it can kind of offend somebody such as his child's mother who's going through postpartum. So some days she may feel pretty, some days she feels ugly, and then the internet gonna find that picture if it's posted and she's a pretty woman. They're gonna be like, oh, DDG side piece or something like that, and they're gonna make it into a whole story. Kind of like how they was trying to do the Lala Baptiste thing, saying that DDG was sneaking off to Paris, or he was at the Paris Fashion Week with Lala and that's his side piece and all that stuff. And we just know Lala and DDG has been cool for a very long time. Even though they did admit when they first, DDG did slide in her DMs and holler at her and they did kiss, but it went no further than that. Then it just was homies. You know what I mean? He signed her to Zooted, the YouTube version of Zooted, and that's, the rest is history. But it was no more than that. It's like they're like brother, sister type things now. So we know what the internet can really do. But, yeah, so that's just really what it is. That's the real reason that DDG and Halle Bailey allegedly are not together. It's just simple as that. He just couldn't be who he is. He had to like tuck his identity. You know what I mean? His life is the internet. His life is vlogging. His life is showing, his daily life out and about, taking pictures with fans, showing his son off, Of course, he's a first-time dad. He was definitely going to show his kid off. This ain't like Rolls Royce or Lambo. This is your kid. So it's like, and he's always talked about having a kid, even with ex-girlfriends such as Kennedy, Ruby Rose. You know what I mean? About having kids. Like, all the conversation was always there, always there. But anyway, folks, I am going to end it there. I know this is a short one, but I just kind of wanted to kind of touch bases with you guys and let you know that it was something simple. It's not nothing that was long and outdrawn that the reason why DDG and Halle Bailey split. It was no big, it was just normal people stuff. Even though they do have millions of dollars, you think that they don't have normal people problems. They do. It's the same way you arguing in your house with your significant other over stuff. They're just doing it in a bigger place. They're in the mansion arguing. You know what I mean? Millionaires get divorced and break up every day. Every day. So nothing's different here. But anyway, folks, I am going to hold it there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. And as always, folks, holla back at your boy. Peace.